Hey Sagittarius, welcome to March 2018. I'm so sorry that I don't believe that I ever got your reading up for February. February was pretty crazy. I did do your reading, but I was feeling very out of it that day, and later on in the day found out that I actually had the flu. So I didn't feel confident in posting that video because it was kind of like, was I just being delusional from my illness, or was I actually, focused and channeling and really accurately reading? So I didn't feel 100% on it, so I didn't want to post it and, say the wrong thing, you know what I mean? Anyway, so also I wanted to mention that it's a little bit of a story time. I'll keep it short and sweet, I promise. So my husband and I decided a couple years ago that we wanted to move to North Carolina. So he had put in a request for a transfer to North Carolina for his job. It took almost 3 years and it finally just went through. So we're very, very excited, but we're also kind of freaking out because it's like, oh my God, we have so much to do before the end of April, which is when our lease here ends. And we have to move all our stuff. We have to find a place to live. We have to find me a new job. So it's like, things are about to get really crazy here. So with that being said, I'm going to be making these videos very short and sweet, straight to the point. I'm not doing any fancy intros and outros. I'm not going to show the shuffling part, only because like all of that takes a lot of editing time for me. And I just want to be able to record this and just post it up right away for you guys. So there's no, so I'm not wasting time because there's a lot of stuff that we have to do before this move. I hope you understand. I'm also not going to be doing the paintings this month. I'm going to start those up again once we get settled at our new place in North Carolina. So, yes. So with that being said, I did shuffle and put out your cards. So we're just going to get right into it. Okay, here we go. So I've been pulling 4 cards for everybody this month. You actually got a 5th card, which is interesting. So I'm just turning it around so you can see how it is actually laid out. So this is facing you and not me now, okay? So we have the Star in reverse. That's the 17th card in the Major Arcana. We have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, the Empress upright, Knight of Wands in reverse, and King of Cups upright. And I kind of felt like that these two were a message together in themselves. I actually also kind of felt like this was a message together, this was a message together, and this is a separate message. But I mean, it's all about this. So with that being said, this is what I'm gathering from this reading. So the Star in reverse, when it's upright, it is like, I'm pretty positive that this is the sign of Aquarius on this card, the water bearer. So having a balance between giving and receiving. She is the conduit that channels from the spirit realm and translates it into the physical realm. So this could mean that someone is a channeler, or you're just at one with the universe, really taking the advice and listening to your intuition and putting it into action. So when it's in reverse, which is how it is for this reading today, it's saying that there is a disconnect between the spirit realm and what you're actually trying to do. Like there's a disconnect between what it is you want for yourself and what the universe is trying to guide you towards. So there's a little bit of a resistance here. I also want to say I'm feeling isolated, like this feeling that I'm feeling isolated or disconnected or distanced from the universe, from God, Gaia, whatever it is that you resonate with spiritually. Maybe you're not connecting with your guides. You're having a hard time listening to the messages of your intuition or even hearing your intuition. And I think it's because, because of this, it's causing, you're getting into this obsessive. When I see the Eight of Pentacles upright, it's like you've gotten into this great groove. You've found the perfect way of doing what it is you're doing, and you have the ability to replicate it over and over to get the same results. It's kind of like you've gotten into the flow of your life and you know what works for you. So in reverse, it's like I have not gotten into the flow of my life, especially as far as routine goes. Like I don't feel like I have a routine that is working for me right now. And so I'm becoming like obsessed or I'm like trying to perfect these. So like I figured out the formula to make this work, and now I'm just replicating it over and over again. And then this way would be like, I want to make sure it's absolutely perfect. I almost kind of feel like a Virgo vibe with this, where it's like, you don't stop trying to improve. Getting obsessive about making it absolutely perfect. Like this perfectionism coming in, and like an obsessive compulsive kind of way of like trying to get it right, so you just keep doing it over and over until you feel like you've gotten it right this time. And I know that this is Pentacles, but I feel like that's how it is in your thought, like in your mindset. So it almost is in a way of, I want to say like, because I'm stuck in this feeling like I have to get it perfect, I feel like I am not trusting that it's where it needs to be, that it's perfect the way it is. I'm not trusting, I'm doubting myself, I don't feel like I am worthy enough of whatever's going on here. Maybe just something that you're trying to create for yourself is becoming like a major pain in the ass, because you're like so stressed out about this, trying to perfect this, trying to make this perfect, and like no one can help you. You have to do it all on your own. Because you will know. You will only know if you get it right if you do it yourself. You know what I mean? Like, how can you trust that somebody else is actually going to get it right if you're not like hovering over their shoulder kind of thing? Like, very, very stressful kind of energy. And I believe that it's because you're not trusting yourself. You're not trusting what your intuition is guiding you towards. It's kind of like you're almost going against the will of the universe, and in this sense. So it's very stressful, very disconnected. And I feel like this has been a pattern for Sagittarius for the last couple months, where it's like not putting my faith in the process that the universe is trying to lay out for me. I'm trying to control not only my own will, my own free will, but also the will of the universe, like being very controlling on the results that you're trying to achieve. And you're not going to get the results that you want, or if you do, it's going to be one hell of a struggle to get there. It's going to be very stressful. It's going to be very tasking on you. And it doesn't have to be that way. Not saying that everything is just going to be easy and la 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 kind of thing, but just being like, putting some faith that your spirit guides and the universe is trying to help you to get to where it is that you want to go. And understanding that you don't have to do it all on your own. You don't have to do it all on your own. Sagittarius, you don't have to do it all on your own. Do you hear me? I know that you guys are very strong-willed, strong-headed. You can be a little bit stubborn in this way, wanting to control everything and be in control of your life. And that's fine, but this is saying that you have to put some faith into what it is that you're doing. And also, being able to accept help from others would really help also, because that may be the way that the universe is trying to help you out by guiding others to come and offer you advice and assistance. So if somebody is coming to you and offering you help, accept it. Accept that help, because it's going to take a huge burden off your shoulders. You'll be able to breathe. It's all going to work out as long as you know that it doesn't have to all be on you. It's just, this energy feels very, very stressful. And it seems like this is where you want to be. You want to be in your ultimate creative place. So like the Empress, this is what she's all about. Creativity, manifestation, all of that. Manifesting to the highest degree. Getting into this creative vibe. And you're not going to get there, if you are disconnected from what it is you're trying to achieve. If you're disconnected from, the process. And getting out of your head thinking that you have to be obsessive about, maybe you're way too focused on one certain task because you can't make up your mind about where you want to go from there. But this is where you feel like you're at your best, is when you're in this highly creative place. And it seems like this is where you want to be, but this is where you are right now. And this is, your potential. And I kind of feel like this is the ultimate advice, to be here. So, with that being said, we have the Knight of Wands, and he's ready to take on this giant dragon. He's feeling very confident and ready to face this monster, feeling very strong and courageous and brave, and just ready to charge ahead. But it's in reverse, so when it's in reverse, I feel like so when it's upright, I feel like you've gone through the training. You've gone through steps 1 through 10 through the page of Wands. 1 through 10 of Wands, and then the page, and now you're here. Like, you've had all these experiences, and now you feel strong and confident enough to take on the most difficult tasks that are waiting for you ahead. In reverse, I feel like I have not thought this all the way through. I'm acting without thinking. I don't feel like, or maybe I don't feel like I have all the experiences that I need in order to take this on. I'm doubting myself. I'm doubting my ability to beat this monster. I'm doubting my ability to achieve what it is that I want to achieve. I am hesitating. I am just not feeling confident about this venture I'm about to embark on. So like I'm just hesitating here, which is I feel like it's very not like Sagittarius to be like this, because you guys are very fiery. and you love to charge ahead. But maybe it's saying I'm charging ahead, like I'm acting without thinking first. I'm not really planning it through. Or maybe I'm way too focused on the planning and I'm not taking action. That's probably what it is. I am hesitating on moving to the next phase because I'm stuck in this place of like thinking way too much and trying to perfect shit. So the King of Cups is saying like you need to have patience with the process. You need to trust in the process. So like the Cups is all about, you know, getting into your emotions, getting into your passion, getting into your joy. Like, let's go back to the beginning and think about why we want to be in this place to begin with. Why did we start this project, or, you know, whatever it is we're trying to achieve in our life to begin with? What was the main reason? Because because it sparked something within you, because it filled your heart with joy, because it made you feel more connected to everything around you, because you felt that passion pushing you forward. And for some reason now you've gotten into this doubting place. So it's saying you need to have compassion for yourself. Give yourself a break, Sagittarius. Stop putting so much pressure on yourself to get it right the first time, because, listen, like, let me tell you, I have failed more times than I've ever succeeded in my life. And every time I have learned something, and it propels me to it pushes me to try harder the next time. So if you are afraid of screwing up, if you are afraid of failing at whatever it is you're trying to achieve, you need to just embrace that. If you fail, that doesn't mean you have to stop. That doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that you take a step back and review and say, okay, let's try a different approach and go at it again. And I think that's what the message is here. Like, let's go back to the beginning and really get in tune with why we wanted to do this in the first place. Where is that passion? Let's go back to that passion in our hearts for whatever it is we're trying to achieve. And the way to do that is to get in touch with your joy. And the way to do that is to get in touch with your spiritual side as well. Bringing that joy out. But that's actually reverse. So bringing the joy out is going to help you, let go of that tension, and it'll start to open that channel again to the spirit realm, to the universe, to your spirit guides, Gaia, all of your guides on the other side that just want to lead you in the right direction. So getting back into your heart, getting back into your joy is going to get you here in full creative mode, like ready to take it on, really feeling that spark of passion again. Okay, Sagittarius? So get back into your joy. Feel the love for what it is you're trying to achieve again. And then that will help to balance everything. That will flip these cards around. You'll feel more connected with the universe. You'll be able to see things more clearly and get that formula right. And then just like, all right, we got this. Let's just replicate it. And I'm feeling like I'm ready to charge forward, Hey, yo. Well, this just jumped out, so I'm just going to go with this. So I pulled a card from my Nature's Whispers Oracle card deck. Contemplation. So I almost kind of feel like you're stuck in the thought, the mental part of this, like you're psyching yourself out. You're making yourself believe that it is way more difficult than it needs to be. So getting out of your head and getting back into your heart center go just step away from whatever it is you're trying to achieve here and go have some fun. Go out with your friends, go, do something that is not related to this and get yourself back into your joy. And then once you're in that place where you're feeling like you're happiest and you're most joyful, then reflect on why you're doing what it is you're doing, why you want this so badly. Why did you decide to start on this journey to begin with? And just remind yourself of that energy, and get yourself recentered into that vibe, and then let that propel you forward instead of being stuck in here, getting yourself back in here. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over again. I think that you guys got the message. I hope that you enjoyed this, Sagittarius. Please follow me on Instagram at The Creative Gypsy, and go to my website, thecreativegypsy.net, if you would like a reading. I will say that Mercury retrograde is coming up from March 22nd to April 15th. And I'm going to be closing the doors on private readings on my website on March 22nd, and I will not open it again until once we are moved in and settled in our new place. So if you would like a private reading, please get in touch by my website before March 22nd. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until May. Okay, Sagittarius. And also, I'm going to be changing the name of my business at some point very soon. I just want to feel 100% on the new name, and I will make an official announcement about it, and I'll explain why when we get there. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. Okay, Sagittarius, I hope that you have a wonderful March, and I'll see you in April. Take care.